Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. Gary Payton is setting the record straight about his playful banter with Kevin Durant during the Golden State Warriors vs. Phoenix Suns game on January 31st. The viral moment, which saw Durant talk some serious trash to Payton, had fans buzzing about a potential rivalry. But Payton, in an interview with Complex, made it clear that there's nothing but love between the two. Everybody's seen that little thing, Payton began, addressing the viral exchange. He went on to explain the nature of his relationship with Durant, emphasizing how much respect and affection they share. Kevin is like my young guy. We joke around like that. People don't know, I've known Kevin and LeBron since they were kids, 16 or 17 years old. Despite the intense back and forth on the court, Payton reassured fans that there was no bad blood. I mess with him like that. I told him, man, I'll do you, I'll beat you. You're no good. You can't even play defense. All you can do is score. That's how we talk to each other, Payton explained. Durant's savage remark about Payton coming off the bench at his age had the entire arena laughing, including the referee. But Payton wasn't fazed by the comment. Instead, he revealed that it didn't bother him one bit. After all, trash talk is in his DNA. I'm one of the greatest trash talkers in NBA history, and I love that exchange, Payton admitted. Durant, for his part, wasted no time explaining the backstory behind the playful verbal sparring. He shared that he loves to challenge older players, especially those who had their prime in the 90s. Durant wants to let them know just how different the game is today and how he would have dominated them back in the day. It's always fun when I run into players from the past, Durant said, laughing off the banter. The exchange began long before the game. Durant recalled their time together in the summer with Team USA. I told GP, you couldn't guard me, you're too small. I was talking crazy, but it's all in good fun. I've always looked up to these guys, and now I get to have this rapport with them and joke around. In the end, it's clear that the playful back and forth between Durant and Payton is just that, playful. Both players share a deep respect for each other, and their banter only adds to the excitement of their rivalry. But make no mistake, Durant's message is loud and clear. No one can guard him on the court, not even the legends of the past. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. The Philadelphia 76ers, after enduring a season filled with disappointment and injuries, may be on the verge of an earth-shattering decision, parting ways with Paul George. The combination of an underperforming George and a fractured roster leaves the 76ers at a crossroads, unsure of what the future holds. Their hopes for a championship this year have all but evaporated, with George unable to consistently contribute to the team due to ongoing injuries. The lack of progress, combined with a grim 22-44 record, forces them to consider a massive overhaul. As Philadelphia faces its uncertain future, the Atlanta Hawks, though not as entrenched in mediocrity, also stand at a pivotal juncture. With Trae Young's long-term future uncertain, the Hawks must decide whether to double down on their current stars or make bold moves to build a more formidable team. Instead of blowing things up, the Hawks are eyeing a potential acquisition of a high-profile player to pair with Young, Dyson Daniels, and Jalen Johnson, aiming to set themselves up for success in the 2025-26 season. Paul George could be the key to this ambitious new direction. Meanwhile, the Golden State Warriors, having solidified their title aspirations by adding Jimmy Butler, find themselves in desperate need of a solution for one glaring weakness: their center position. Despite boasting a formidable roster, the Warriors' lack of a reliable, athletic big man has left them vulnerable, especially as the looming reality of Stephen Curry's aging career, he's already 37, creeps closer. The time to capitalize on their championship window is now, and if the 2023-24 playoffs end in failure, the Warriors will be forced to take drastic action to secure their future. In a move that could change the landscape of the NBA, these three teams are on the brink of a massive three-team trade. The stakes couldn't be higher. The 76ers look to rebuild, the Hawks look to rise, and the Warriors look to solidify their championship credentials. This trade, which could alter the balance of power in the league, is a bold step forward for all three franchises. Here's how the deal could shake out. The Hawks would receive Paul George, Tracy Jackson-Davis, and Brandon Podziemski, transforming their roster into one capable of competing for years to come. The 76ers, in return, would get Terrence Mann, Karis LeVert, and two future first-round picks, 2025 and 2026. Meanwhile, the Warriors would acquire Onyeka Okongwu, the center they desperately need. For the Warriors, the acquisition of Onyeka Okongwu could be the final puzzle piece in their pursuit of another championship. After acquiring Jimmy Butler, the Warriors have looked strong, but they've still been held back by the lack of a true defensive anchor in the paint. Okongwu is exactly what they need, an athletic, rim-protecting presence who can provide much-needed defense and rebounding. His 12.6 points, 8.4 rebounds, and 0.9 blocks per game make him an instant upgrade over what they currently have. Golden State's hopes of contending in the Western Conference depend on their ability to keep up with the rising giants like the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Denver Nuggets. Okongwu's defensive prowess would give them the edge they need, especially when paired with the likes of Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green. His primary role would be to set hard screens, grab rebounds, and provide vertical spacing in the pick and roll with Curry, leaving the heavy lifting on offense to their established stars. However, the trade comes at a cost. Giving up promising young players like Tracy Jackson-Davis and Brandon Podziemski stings for Golden State, but their championship window is shrinking fast. With Curry's window closing and the Warriors in the twilight of their dynasty, they must make decisions that maximize their current roster. The addition of Okongwu could be the difference between playoff disappointment and championship glory. For the 76ers, this trade represents a fresh start, a chance to pivot toward a future that doesn't depend on George's inconsistent presence. The arrival of Mann and LeVert offers a glimpse of hope, as both are capable contributors who can add depth to the roster. But more importantly, the two first-round picks could provide the 76ers with the ammunition needed to build around their cornerstone player, Joel Embiid. It's a painful decision to move on from George, but one that might be necessary for the long-term success of the franchise. In the end, this trade could completely alter the trajectory of all three teams. The 76ers would begin their journey toward retooling. The Hawks would secure the star power they need to contend, and the Warriors would solidify their chances for another title. With so much on the line, the stakes have never been higher. Will the Philadelphia 76ers rise from the ashes of a failed season? Will the Hawks finally unlock their potential with the addition of Paul George? And will the Warriors' pursuit of a center finally pay off as they chase another championship before it's too late? The answers could reshape the NBA as we know it. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.